Welcome to a new Kingdom Hearts video here on the channel. Today I have a new guide for you. The first guide I ever posted was a how to find all the postcards in Traverse Town guide. I didn't think it would be very much or very successful, but turns out some of you have found it extremely helpful. So I decided, okay, well, I'll make a few other guides in case there are a few other things in Kingdom Hearts that people have had a little bit of trouble completing or collecting or finding. And today we're going to start with the blue Trinities. Now, Trinity marks are only in the first Kingdom Hearts game. And obviously you start with the blue Trinity. So this will be a guide on how to find all of the blue Trinities. It was just simpler to separate each color Trinity into its own video. That way you didn't have to go sifting through one long video to find the specific color Trinities in the specific places that maybe you're missing. Simply find the color Trinity video you need and check out where the missing ones are for you. Now, obviously, you cannot do Trinity marks until you have Donald and Goofy in your party, and you must have Donald and Goofy in your party to do them. You can't sub in other Disney characters to do them. It has to be Sora, Donald, and Goofy. Keep in mind that some Trinity marks may not be available or reachable the first time you see them. That doesn't mean you can't come back later and get them. However, with the blue Trinity, it's a little different. Blue Trinities are generally pretty accessible as soon as you find them, as it's the first Trinity that you find. You may miss one or two, but I'd say most blue Trinities are super easy to locate, and you'll most likely stumble across them simply going through the story. But if you did miss any, that's what this video is for. Now, to start us off with the first blue Trinity that I normally go to, the first one is located in the first district of Traverse Town, over here in the corner by the front gate. It's normally pretty easy to find. You should find it right off the bat as soon as you get the ability to do Trinities. As you can see, you get a whole bunch of money for it. This is usually the first Trinity I get, so. As for the second blue Trinity, it's just a short stroll right over here in front of the cafe. Doing this Trinity will teleport you up here to this balcony where there will be a treasure chest. Please keep in mind, get the treasure chest before you drop down, because if you don't, you can come back and get it, but you won't be able to reach this area until you have glide if you miss it off of the blue Trinity. Now there's another one here in Traverse Town in the third district, back here on this little walkway behind the fountain. Another pretty easy one to find. As you can see, you get a camping set and some money. Now, there is another one in Traverse Town, but I'll come back to that one. I tried to put these generally in an order, at least for the blue Trinity, in an order of from where you'll find them, because the other one you won't be able to reach. This one is the first one in Wonderland. It's in the Lotus Forest. And again, it's a super easy one to find. You'll likely find it because you have to go here anyways. For this next one, give the flower what it wants to make you a giant. Toss the boulder in. Of course, this will be the second time you come into the Lotus Forest for the story. Tossing the boulder into the pond will elevate those lily pads. Eat the fruit. Shrink down. Head back over to the lily pads and jump into this new little area. You know, be good at jumping, not like me. Don't be like me. And there it is. There's a blue Trinity right there on the floor. Again, this will be the second time you come into the Lotus Forest for the story, after fighting the cards when you start looking for Alice. Interestingly, a bunch of Heartless showed up right when I did it. That's all for Wonderland. Olympus Coliseum only has 2 blue Trinities, and they're super ultra easy to find, as every Trinity in the Coliseum is. Obviously, you have one in front of this statue, and the other one will be in front of the opposite statue. For all these early blue Trinities, if you haven't found them, then you're really just not paying attention, with the exception of maybe that one where you had to toss the boulder for Wonderland. I could see why maybe you would overlook that one at first and have a little difficulty finding it, but it's pretty straightforward. Most of these are just super easy to find. And with this one, you get some Dalmatians. Next, we have 2 in the deep jungle. One is right here in the camp area over next to the chemistry set. Another really easy one to find, much like all of the blue Trinities are. Now that I think about it, maybe this guide won't even be helpful. Most people will find all the blue Trinities on their own, because they're very easy. Next one, you got to come up to this area where you would fight, you'll eventually fight, or have to beat up that big black fruit that Heartless are spawning around. You have to come up here to get to the treehouse, because through that passageway is for the treehouse. Now, for the other one that's in Traverse Town, it's in the Magician's Study. The reason I didn't show that one originally is because you won't have access to that one right off the bat. At least, you won't have access to it if you're following the story properly. Now we're in Agrabah. Head into this little side area of the bazaar. There's a Trinity right down here. You'll normally have some enemies you gotta clear out. Go ahead and pop that Trinity there. There is one other blue Trinity here in Agrabah. And it is in the Cave of Wonders. You'll have to drop down. You're going to have to drop down anyways, but head into the Silent Chamber. And it's right in front of the steps right there. This one nets you a nice little treasure chest with a Thunder Gummy in it. Now we have Monstro, and we have 3 blue Trinities in Monstro. This one can be a little difficult. So this first one, I believe this is Chamber 5. Yes, this is Chamber 5. Now there's 2 others. There's one in the mouth and one in the throat. This one is the one in the mouth. Just on a little platform, you're in the mouth. Super, super easy to find. Hunting for Trinities in Monstro can be a little frustrating because it is a little bit harder to navigate this world than some of the others. And there we are, the one in the throat. You'll have access to this one near the end of the Monstro world. Lastly, we have 2 in Hollow Bastion. You're going to have to come down to the waterway for this first one here in Hollow Bastion. And it is inside the dungeon. There's more than one way inside the dungeon, but you can go ahead and grab this one. You'll probably see it when you come down here with Beast, because you're going to have to use Beast to bust down that door. Just remember to come back down here and get it. Nextly, after you get off the giant moving platform at the Great Crest, there's one right here in this large open area. And this is the last blue Trinity. None of the other worlds have blue Trinities, which is Trinity Jump. So there you go. There's all the Trinities. Hope you found this guide helpful. And as always, please, if you did find the video helpful, please leave a like and subscribe for more guides and Kingdom Hearts 1 content. So thanks again, and I'll see you guys in the next one.